Hi guys, welcome back to Sin City Living. Jason here, bringing you today's video. And once again, we've actually gotten 0 emails from anybody, so I guess there's no strategies or any particular video requests from anybody. So today I want to talk about something we've talked about in the past. I've noticed it's still a fairly common question with new players, and that's dealing between the come bets and place bets, come bets and place bets, and the kind of the difference and you know, should I or should I not sort of thing. And I'm going to avoid the you know, I'll always go through the come because of the house eds, things like that. You know, we've gone over it many times as far as which is better. So I'm gonna just stick straight to the financial side of it, basically. You know, we're gonna again skip the whole house edge thing and what I've talked about in the past, the illusion of house edge that a lot of people fall into, or on the place side, you know, the fact that you only have to hit it once. We're just gonna go with the financial side of it. So a come bet, of course, is just a pass line bet, basically, with odds. And what I've seen people asking, when they're at a location that allows put bets, whether or not they should do a put bet and what is the cutoff. And generally it does not matter on, say, 3, 4, 5 tables when you're down center strip, 3, 4, 5 tables, but there still is the occasional place with 20 times odds, 10 times odds, and there might still be one place in town with 100 times odds. So at a certain point, it absolutely does matter. So let's take a look at it. We're going to keep this simple. You're not going to find a $5 table minimum anymore. I mean, you're just not. They're you know, they do on occasion pop up, but very rare. But for ease of math, we're going to go ahead and go with $5. Okay. So we're going to look at each individual number. All right. So they were asking if it made more sense for them to put the number or place the number, and at what point would it make more sense to put the number. So let's look at it. So let's see. They got a $5 bet, and let's say they do $10 in odds. Okay, so they put the point for $5 with $10 in odds. That's $15 that they have at risk. If they were to place it for $15, which, by the way, is an improper bet, well, the place bet pays $17. The put bet happens to pay $17. So it's the same, right? It's the same. So let's go a little bit higher. Let's go to $5 with $20 in odds. So at this point now, we're looking at a $25 total action. So 25 as a place bet is going to pay $29. $5 with 20 in odds is going to pay $29. So it's the same. So now let's look at max odds. So now we're at max odds. We're at $5 with a $25 bet. We're at $25 in odds. It's going to pay $35. $30, which is the same amount, same dollar amount in action, is going to pay $30. So right now, we're 5 times odds, and it still makes absolutely no difference between putting the point and placing the point. So we're at the max for center strip. So let's take a look at possibly 6 times. If you're at a place that does 10 times or 20 times odds, right, that is going to pay $41. Okay, 30 in odds plus 5 as a flat bet. Over here, it's going to pay $40. $40. So 6 times on the 6 and 8, 6 times odds is where it starts to make, where it makes more financial sense to have a come bet with max odds. Okay, that does not mean going through the come. A put bet with max odds. That way the 8 only has to roll once. If it was a come bet, it would actually have to roll twice in order to hit. So the person that placed it from the get-go would, of course, make more. So let's look at the 5 and 9. So 5 and 9, again, we're going to go down to 1 times with 1 times odds. Okay? So this right here is going to pay $12, right? 5 pays 7, pays 7.50. You're actually losing 50 cents. Plus that 5 right there. So it's going to pay $12. The place bet is going to pay $14. Place bet is going to make more. So let's bring it up to 2 times odds. All right. Now, this is going to pay $20, whereas the $15 place bet is going to pay $21. Still making more at 2 times odds. So let's look at 3 times odds. 3 times odds, we're looking at $27, right? Versus $28 for the same dollar amount risked. 15 odds, $5 flat, it's $20. $20 place bet. Right. Still paying more at 3 times odds. So let's look at max. Max odds on a 3-4-5 table. 3-4-5 table, we are now maxed out. We've got 4 times odds plus that flat bet. Right? This is going to pay $35. This is going to pay $35. So at max odds, at 4 times odds on a 3-4-5 table, a put bet with max odds is equal to a place bet at the same dollar amount. If you only do 1, 2, or 3 times odds, the place bet actually pays you more. So, again, we're at max on center strip, but some places let you go a little bit higher. So, let's take a look. Let's do 5 times. Let's say we're at a 10 times place, right? So we're looking at $42 for $5 with a $25 odds. And over here, we're looking at $42. So it's the same. 6 times odds, it's now the same. So 1, 2, and 3, or I'm sorry, 5 times odds. So 1 times, 2 times, and 3 times odds. Place bet makes more money than a put bet with those odds. 4 times, 5 times, they're equal. So let's, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 times and 5 times. So now let's look at 6 times. Okay, so at 6 times odds, this bet right here is going to pay 50 bucks. This bet right here, the place bet with the same dollar amount, is going to pay 49. So just like with the 6 and 8, 6 times odds is where a put bet with those odds will make more than a place bet with the same dollar amount. Okay? Again, we're not talking about come bets coming through the come bet. Yes, I know, better house edge because of the come bet. Yeah. It's kind of balanced out by the fact that it has to hit twice. So again, we're ignoring that, and the original question that I saw was based off of put bets. So now let's look at the 10, 4 and 10. So 5 with 5 odds versus $10. 5 with 5 odds, 15 bucks. 10, 18 bucks. Obviously, gonna pay more. So now let's boost it up, right? Now we're at double odds, 2 times odds. 5 with 10, it's gonna pay 25 bucks. 15, it's gonna pay 27. And we haven't even entered into the buy factor yet, and each place has slightly different. So let's look at the max, right? On a 3-4-5 table, the max. So now we're looking at 35 bucks. Okay, 35 bucks at 15 odds with $5 flat. Now, when we get to $20 in total bet on the place bet, well, that's going to pay 36 if it's not a buy yet. Okay? And here's the thing. Almost every place that I've worked at, that's a buy. In which case, it's actually going to pay 29. And yes, I'm also referring to major center strip properties. Everyone has this whole $25 is a buy thing in their head, and that's not true at most of the casinos, not anymore. You know, that might be true when you're out of state, when you're in another state and you're at a small little local casino, a tribal casino or something that has craps and has zero competition anywhere around it. Because then they can do whatever the hell they want. But here in Vegas, where all you have to do is walk across the street or go on a 30-second walk to another property, they have to be competitive with each other. So you see a buy a lot at $20, $15. There's a lot of places even that do $10 is a buy on the 4 and 10. So more often than not, this is going to pay 39, not 36. But either way, 3 times it is still paying more than the put bet. Now, that's 3 times odds, which is max at a lot of places, center strip, 3, 4, 5 odds. So let's go up a little bit though. Let's look at 4 times. So can only do this at a 10 times, 20 times, or 100 times odds place. But what would this pay? $45 as a put bet, or 49 as buy bet. So 4 times odds still does better placing it. So now let's go up even higher. Even higher. So now we're looking at $55 for this put bet, and we're looking at 58 for this place bet. Still making more sense at 5 times. Let's look at 6 times. The 6 times seem to be the cutoff for every other number that we've done so far. So let's take a look. Look at 6 times. So now we are looking at $65 for the put bet, and we are looking at that one ran away from me. We're looking at $68. Still not working out very well. Let's go to 6 times. Or I'm sorry, let's go to 7 times. The 6 times didn't work. So let's go to 7 times. Right? 7 times. What are we looking at? $75 right here. That pays $75. That pays $78. The buy, still better. Still better. Let's keep going. What are we at now? We are now at 8 times, right? 8 times. So we've got $40 here, right? So this is going to pay $85. And then, because 40 plus 5, so $45 in total action. And guess what? 88. $88. This is still doing better. Go up again. So now we are at 9 times. 9 times. $95. Right? That pays $95. Guess what? 98. Pays $98. And 9 times. 9 times. We're looking at $98. So, how about 10 times? 10 times odds. This pays 105. This pays 108. Still. And you guys see where this is going. You see where this is going. This $5 flat bet is an anchor. It's just it's a boat anchor. In general, at least for the inside numbers, you have to hit 6 times odds before a put bet with max odds makes more sense than a place bet. On the 4 and 10, we just keep going and going and going, and I'm not going to keep dragging this video out. Very, very few of our viewers actually watch this far anyway. But you see we're at 10 times, and the place bet still pays better for the same dollar amount. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.